This is the all-new 2025 BMW X3 and specifically this one is the M50. This is bigger, bolder, meaner and packed with lots of tech and boasts almost 400 horsepower. This is one of BMW's best-selling SUVs. But with the controversial look and the refined M experience, has BMW really delivered the M magic or is it just an M badging? Stay around because you would be really surprised. Welcome back to another episode of Auto Reviews 24. I'm your host Ankit, and if you are into real and honest car reviews, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to deep dive into this 4th generation BMW X3 and particularly this one which is the M50. I haven't said M50i, isn't it? There is a reason why, because BMW wanted to clean up their lineup and use the I for all their electric cars, and hence going forward you will slowly see all of their models with gas powered without the I ending the M50 in this case and other future cars as well. This is the range topping M50i from X3, at least until BMW launches an official X3 M. In this review, we are going to find out the controversial exterior design, the completely new interior, the jam-packed technology which this car comes with now. How does this car drive with the new mild hybrid powertrain? Is this car worth the price tag of $65,000 starting price, and especially this M50 which almost starts around 80,000 Canadian dollars? Let's find out. But before that, please hit that like and subscribe button to support my channel so that I can bring more such amazing reviews. A huge shout out to Alfie from Calgary BMW for lending us this car today. If you are a potential BMW buyer and looking for a great deal, please reach out to him. Alright, so let's talk about the design, because BMW is making waves in their controversial design engineering choices nowadays. So let's talk about the exterior design. Over from the front fascia, this is where this car has completely changed from its previous 3rd generation. The front, as you see, it has got a completely new prominent kidney grills from BMW, kidney grill lights which come standard with this M550 particular model, but you can always choose as an add-on if you want to. The new hood as well as the BMW logo is very well elegantly and sophisticatedly positioned right in the center of the car of the nose, and it really looks nice. I love this cuts. The front bumper right below is also very aggressive. Now this is an M550, so you have black accents like here as well as in the back. Now this is the black sapphire metallic color, so it is very well blended into that color, so you are not able to see the difference, but in any other color choices you will see those black accent very well. Now active grille shutters over here, active grille shutters over here as well to improve the efficiency of the car, and on the sides you have functional air vents. These are completely new headlights. These are blacked out headlights, particularly for this M50 model. You have got completely new daytime running lights, double lines, which kind of defines the new design language. You have got high beam and low beam all LED headlights. You also have the slimmer and sleeker overall profile, which really blends well with the cuts and creases of this particular car. The car pretty much remains similar to the previous generation. It has grown by 1 inches in width as well as length. The length of this car is 187 inches, which is really a good number in terms of the size of this profile. Now let us talk about the side profile. That's where you see similarity of the previous generation, but it is very different in many ways. The first thing I notice here is this side skirts over here. It is completely body painted. You don't see that typical plastic cladding or something which kind of divides. I really love this one as it looks more elegant. The wheel designs here, this one again is a mere R19 to 55 by 45 tire profile, and the alloy wheels are a smaller size, but the car comes standard with 20 inches or 21 inches alloy wheels, M Sport specific alloy wheels. As you see, this one is also an M Sport specific alloy wheel with the M badging here. The BMW logo spells very well. The good thing is it comes with this blue painted brake caliber, very specifically designed for M cars. Again, it provides more stronger brakes, which is really good to see. Over to the sides, you see more straight lines from top as well as from the bottom, and the car comes with the ground clearance of 8.3 inches, which is a healthy number. But this time around they have reduced the car's overall height by 1 inch to look more aggressive. What else do you see as a change is this flush door handles. Again, a lot of people don't like it. I feel it really looks more cleaner when it has flush handles. This flush handles basically opens like this. You also have BMW's digital key system, so you can simply walk away or walk in to get locked, unlocked, and you can use even this particular button here. As you see, it locked the car now. The mirrors on the sides are also power folding mirrors, very well integrated turn signals, camera system for your 360-degree camera view system. On the sides, you see those window trims are also all blacked out, which really adds to the sportiness of it. The roof rail here is also blacked out, and there is an interesting change inside. Completely glass roof is something new for this generation, which we'll talk in the interior. C and D pillar is where you will see a typical Hofmeister look or design, which BMW is known for from is 1960s design element. The rear profile again is very well integrated to the back of the car. Now let's talk about the rear of the car. That's where we have another changes for this new model. This is how the rear looks like, guys. Important changes to call out here is this completely new tail lights. You will see the similar tail lights in the new X5 as well, but the tail light is completely LEDs, which is great. Now it is very well integrated between the trunk as well as the D pillar. I love the way it looks. You have very minimalistic, simple badges. X3 badge over here, and most importantly M50 badge over here. That's about it, and that really cleans up the back look. I really love the way the car looks from the back compared to the front, to be honest. Now you have a prominent spoiler over here, brake lights over here. The rear wiper is stuck outside, not inside, but that's how BMW cars go. They don't love to make those changes. It's more of a German thing, I would say. Now another important change I would like to call out is the rear bumpers, and the most important thing is quad exhaust pipes. Now this is where it calls M in every way, because only M cars used to get this. Now this is an M50, though it is not a true M car, but it still brings the M elements here with the quad pipes. So what do you think about this controversial exterior design? Is it a hit or a miss? Please comment below. So let us open the trunk and see how much cargo space does it provide. Again, mind you, this is a completely new platform and a new design, so I clearly see a little bit more space than the previous generation. Now, a couple of things to notice here is this comes with 31.5 cubic feet of space behind the second row. And if you flat the second row, which unfortunately does not have any levers over here, but you all the way stretch here and then push the chairs down. Now this is 40-20-40, so you can easily fold how much section you want to fold. Now once you fold the second row, it enables you 67.1 cubic feet of space. Now that is the class leading in this segment for sure. What else we have here? We have a 12-volt cigarette style charging port here. You have a hook where you can use to carry your groceries, some net and storage space here. On the other side, we have lighting system. That's pretty much it. And you do have those speakers, the Harman Kardon 16 speaker audio system. So you have got speaker grills over here. Under the floor is where you will see pretty much no space except this temporary tire, which is good to have, and a tire repair kit over here. But you don't have underfloor storage in this case, but 31.5 cubic feet is not a bad number. Now let us get into the car and check the completely new interior and the tech. So let us talk about the interior and the fit and finish, material quality as well as the tech. But before that, let's talk about the new BMW key right here. As you see, I really love the way this key looks. Again, tricolor M badging. You have got remote start button, which you press 3 times, it will start the engine. You have got unlock, a trunk opening and everything on the side. But overall, it's a gloss finish key. It's very lightweight but heavier at the same time, and it's very premium. Now let's talk about the accessibility. As I mentioned, you can open the car with the key, without the key, with your phone as a key, as well as a key fob. But right now you can just simply press this to unlock. We have unlocked the car. Now let's jump right inside this beauty. Again, let's talk from the driver side door panel first, then we'll talk about the interior details. Now as you see the door panel, it's mixed of different materials choices and a very interesting design choice as well. I love that there is a soft touch plastic over here, which is cute. The completely new design element are this control bars which lights again in different circumstances, 15 light colors you have to choose from. But look at the quality material. Like this feels completely plasticky. If they would have gone with aluminum or metal style finish, that would have really added the elegance or sophistication to this car. This portion is also wobbly, and it is something where you control your air vents from here by toggling it. The air vents, just for your reference, we will talk about, which is right here, and this is what you control. You have got 2% memory seats here, again integrated in this plastic piece. So another material choice is some fabric over here, woven fabric over here, which I think is an interesting choice. I like it. You have got soft touch leather material with some stitching over here, but again glossy black plastic over here. The material of the switches are very high end, all one touch up down. You can also power fold the mirrors and adjust the mirrors from here. You can open your trunk from here as well. The cubby space on the door is quite wide. As you see, look at this wide bottle holder here. You can easily fit a 1 liter or 2 liter bottle as well as some food items over here. But the biggest downfall is the plastic here. Too much of hard plastic in this car, I would say. Now let us talk about the overall comfort and sportiness of this M sports car seats, which is for both drivers and passengers. Now it does come with 10 to 12 way adjustable electronic controls for this. So now let us talk about the interior and tech of this all new BMW X3. Over to the steering wheel. Classic BMW steering wheel. I really love this. Again, as you see,
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
As you see, as I said, BMW, it really opened up the voice control features, so be mindful of that. I love this flat bottom steering wheel and this 12 o'clock BMW red stitching and the marking. The steering wheel is tilted and telescopic adjustable, but it is manual from the lever over here, not power operated, so that is something to note about. But the adjustability is way too high, so you can certainly find your comfort sitting position for sure. The steering wheel is really fun to hold as it really grips well on your hands. I really love these pedal shifters, and in fact this also has the boost mode where if you press and hold this for a couple of seconds you can get an extra power. This is the M steering wheel, so you see this M style bits and M badging over here and the tricolor stitching as well. All this thing is something which makes you feel really happy when it comes to holding the steering wheel. Display here is a completely digital 12.3-inch diverse display, but you cannot change the way the layout is. You cannot go to a traditional dialing system, which I believe BMW should give that flexibility to the users. Or to my right, you have a massive 14.9 inches of infotainment system. This is a completely new curved display from BMW, and it looks really nice. The overall dashboard quality is quite good on top materials here, as well as some stitching element over here. I see some speaker grills for the sound system from Harman Kardon. Everything changes when you slightly go downwards. And the newest bit of technology which BMW have introduced in this X3 is this light bars, which not only changes the color as I'm showing you with this hazard lightings, so it changes the colors if you turn it on, or even if you change the drive modes, which we'll talk about. Now the screen is really very intuitive, responsive and fast. As you see, it is super zippy. This is an Android based operating system. It powers the new iDrive 9 operating system, enables you to download a lot of apps and everything. It also has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is nice to have. Again, the system is a bit different than the previous generation iDrive system, so you need to get used to before you will find it very easy to use. One more thing is you will really miss the physical knobs and buttons in this. As you see, the HVAC system here is also on the screen, no physical buttons, so you apparently have to physically touch the screen. You can use this button and adjust the HVAC system. You can go to the home button again. I mean, look, the screen is easy to access and it's in the reachable distance, so that is really good. Again, as I mentioned, it has got a lot of options here to play around. We will not go in detail, but it's fairly easy to use and it's very intuitive. Apart from this gimmicky, I would say, a light bar system, another thing changes is the air vent system here. It's something unique but different in terms of how you adjust the air vent. Honestly, I'm not a fan of this. The air vent is way more plasticky and it doesn't feel easy to use, but it is what it is. Now the same control light bar continues over here as well. Right now it is in blue color. Over here you have two USB-Cs as well as wireless charging for your phone holding, which is really nice. Another great touch is this M badge over here, which kind of slightly glows. You have got decent size cup holders again on the front, so easy to access. On the center console, more changes comes up with this metal inlay. I could certainly say that they could have used this metal or aluminum finish inlay somewhere over here, or even on the door panels to make it more elegant and sophisticated. The previous generation X3 was more elegant in that way and was using much more softer plastic. But over to the center control over here, you see this crystal kind of glass finish. This is your iDrive controller where you can use to kind of interact with your screen. This is your start stop button over here. The gear shifting has also changed with this button system here, where you can just pull back for drive, pull front for reverse, and press this button for parking. You have got auto hold over here, camera system, as well as some media controls and navigation controls. This is your volume rolling knob, which is very easy to access. Yeah, so the cameras are very high resolution. As I mentioned, you have got different views. You even have panoramic view. You can even use this to clean your cameras, or even use the car wash view, which is handy for automatic car wash. It comes with 5G internet capability as well. But let's talk about the other features this car has is the drive modes. When you click this my modes over here, that's where it enables you certain modes like personal, sports, efficient, expressive, relax, digital art, and silent. As soon as I change this, it apparently changes everything. It will open the sunshades of the panoramic sunroof. But did you notice that it is also changing the color ambient system with this modes, which is a very interesting choice. Digital art to even expressive, where the color changes dynamically over here. I really love the way this thing interacts with this drive modes. If you open the center console, it is not too deep, but it is decent size. It has got a small 12-volt charging system over here, and that's pretty much it. Let's talk about the headliner. The headliner is also all black, goes well with the sportiness of it. The sun visor is also decent size, comes with light system, the LED lighting. This is a standard design. One important change I see is an interior camera system, which comes handy for recording or any help in emergency situation. The rear view mirror is classic, but it is not digital view mirror, which is, I would say, they should have added for this price point. The most important change here is a completely panoramic glass roof right here, which is certainly similar to your EV car experience, but the problem is it does not open. Now most of us are used to an open panoramic sunroof, so if you are not that person, then you would like this. So over to the passenger side, where we'll see the seat quality and material as well. As you see, the seats are really comfortable and at the same time sporty. The side bolsters or the overall comfortness or softness is really awesome. It is perforated. This one here is the black merino leather, but you can even choose Veganza, which is their vegan leather system, and it has got this subtle piping. You can choose different color options. I like this black option as it goes well with the interior. It also has electronically controlled 8-way or 10-way adjustable passenger seats, which is good to know. The glove box opens from here. It is very small comparatively, but it is still kind of a decent size. Alright, so now I'm at the back seat room. Let's talk about the rear door. Again, similar material qualities on the back door as well. Similar layout, a hard touch plastic over here. Nothing different to talk about. Now let's talk about the overall comfort. Now I'm kind of 5'8", and this has roughly around 36.5 inches of leg room. The headroom is ample because of this panoramic all glass roof. It really comes out well. Another few bits are the storage pocket over here, and an interesting bit here is this socket which you can use to hold tablets or phones and anything else. Let me hop on the other side to give you a rough idea. The seats are sitting slightly higher, so you have enough legroom under the seats. You have got a big hump over here, so the center passenger does feel a little cramped. Now the AC vents for the rear passengers are again different styling of accessing it, which I believe is not the most user friendly for sure. You've got a small screen to adjust your climate control for the rear passengers. You've got two USB-Cs, which is good to know. Now, as far as the seat comfort is concerned, high quality material continues in the back, perforated, leathered. It also comes with heated seats. You have got isofix over here, which is easy to access. You also have the center armrest, which is very sturdy and it does not go all the way down, so you get a good height control. Now, for most of the cars, this car also does not have a pass-through system. Some BMWs does have it, but this one does not have it. I wish they could have made this for Canadian market at least, because it is very handy for you to use some stuff during the snow and wintry situation. Alright, so let's talk about the engine and specification first. What is powering under this hood? That's the most important question, because this is one of the brand new engines which BMW has brought into this car. Brand new in a sense that the tried and tested 3-liter inline straight 6 engine is what is powering this, but this time it is connected with a 48-volt mild hybrid system, so it really produces great mileage. In fact, it produces around 11 to 12 km per liter, which is roughly 30 miles per gallon, and that's really a great number when it comes to the size and weight of this car, which is almost 5000 lbs. Without further ado, let's open the hood and see how does the engine bay look like. Obviously, it's an hydraulic hood. First thing I notice here is the sound damping material for the noise reduction inside the cabin, which is great. And there you go, this is the M badging here, which says that this is an M50 powered engine. So again, as I mentioned, this is the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder twin power single turbo engine, which produces 393 horsepower and 428 pound-feet of torque. Take you from 0 to 100 in merely just 4.5 seconds. And this engine is mated with 8-speed automatic gearbox, and the towing capacity of this car is 5000 lbs, which is really great. The top speed is 255 km per hour. This car comes in two different trims, X3 and X3 M50, which we are having today. Is this our testing model? Now the X3 comes with standard 4-cylinder engine which produces 255 horsepower, and 0 to 100 is roughly around 6.5 seconds. So it's time for the driving experience. Let us drive this brand new BMW X3 M50 and understand, does this M50 justify the overall driving experience? So I'm putting it into drive. Driving mode is personal, as you see on the screen. Shortly we'll put it to sports to make a differentiator here, but for now, immediately I see that the car is very planted and very typical BMW DNA in terms of driving. While I'm in a community right now, the driving is seriously daily usable for sure, because it was very easy for me to maneuver in this tight turns here. The steering wheel is hard but not too hard, perfect for city driving. Again, the M steering is always the best to hold. Apart from that, the suspensions particularly are soaking up the bumps very well, but it's slightly on a stiffer side. The good thing is this car comes with an M adaptive suspension. Now that really makes a huge difference, because when you try to put this on the corners, that suspension becomes harder instantaneously, and when you push the pedal on the gas like I'm doing it right now, it really kind of stiffens up the suspension, the steering and everything. That's really a typical BMW commendable driving experience. The visibility from the A-pillar is also decent. I would say the A-pillar is on a thicker side. The side mirrors are quite wide. It does not come with the digital camera system where you can see the blind spot. Also, the B-pillar, I would say, is right behind my shoulder. So it's really hard to check your shoulder because it comes in between. That's one of the things a lot of people have complained about. But hey, I mean, if you get used to using the side mirrors properly, you might not need that shoulder check very often. Well, BMW are called driver's car, and there is a reason behind it. The car is so planted, and when you are driving on the road, it feels so satisfying, even in corners and twisting turns and everything. And even while I'm moving the steering wheel, it is so precise. The handling is top notch without any doubt. The new chassis is doing a good job in terms of handling the body roll, which is again a great thing. Overall, look, I myself own a BMW 3 Series, and I must say it is living up to the same level of driving agility and performance on the road. The car is really hugging the road and it is kind of fun to drive. I can only explain if you drive this car yourself. The brakes are actually very strong. As I'm braking it right now, It is hugging the overall brake system very well and giving you much more confidence. Even if you are at a speed of 100 plus, and if you want to brake it, I'm pretty sure the car will stop at a desired distance without fail. Well, in nutshell, I really love the driving experience of this BMW X3. The newer chassis, the newer model has even improved the X3 formula of driving from the previous generation. I mean, there is hardly any flaw in this car when it comes to driving. I understand there might be some flaws in the interior material choices or quality or the way it looks, or even the fixed panoramic sunroof, but other than that, I really love the way this car drives. Alright, so it's time for the final thoughts. This X3 M50 promises performance as well as daily usability. But the question is that the best car for your daily driving? Well, let's start with the pros. The car has really fantastic inline 6-cylinder engine, which is the tried and tested engine from BMW for years now. And everyone in the automobile industry loves this engine. The new design is very polarizing, but someone likes, someone doesn't like it. The interior with the new curved display of 14.9 inches and 12.3 inches is also excellent. The high-tech interior also adds value to the car. From the cons perspective, though the interior is tech-savvy, but the material choices are really downsized, especially with the hard touch plastics which they have added into this particular model. Now, the fixed panoramic sunroof is also a problem for someone who really wants to open the sunroof at times. Overall, the design, the tech, as well as the driving experience surpasses the X3's formula, which has already been successful so far. Now, who is this car for? This car is for people who want to buy a premium compact SUV with a performance-savvy driving experience, but does not want to compromise with the daily functionality, comfort and the usability. At the same time, also wants that high-tech interior for the tech-savvy people out there. The competitors of likes of Audi's SQ5, the Mercedes GLC 43 or even Porsche Macan S, all these cars delivers similar performance, style, interior tech and everything. Does this 2025 X3 M50 deliver the name and the M badge on it? Ultimately, this BMW 2025 X3 M50 is a very impressive machine. It delivers on performance as well as the driving agility. While the styling will divide people, but the capabilities are hard to beat. So, is this the BMW X3 M50 which you would like to buy? Let me know in the comment below if you like this M550. Well, if you love this review, please hit that like and subscribe button so that I can bring more such amazing car reviews like this. Until then, thank you for watching and see you all in the next one.